Well, hello again. Just wanted to talk to you about pistons and rings. Let me show you these pistons. These are Mala. That's how I pronounce it, Mala. So you can see that the tops of the pistons have been machined. It's kind of coating on the side. Normally this piston's completely coated. Top's coated too. But since I had 20 thousandths machined off the top of the piston, you can see that I marked this piston number 1, and it's got an arrow. Arrow goes to the front of the block. That's how you remember how I said you guys stack your rings. Like they tell you, if all else fails, read the directions. It's right there in the directions. There's front of engine. It says front of engine. Alright, so this is going to match that, just like that. Notches always on a Ford towards the top of the motor. Alright, always to the top of the motor. So, if you put it the other way, I guarantee your valves will hit you. You won't be able to roll the motor over. So anyways, Molly, this ring is 1.5, 1.53 millimeter. After a certain date, Mala is no longer going to make that. It's going to be a 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter. And the reason is 1 millimeter, they're making 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, makes more power. And I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of arguments about it, but bottom line, it makes more power. It seals better the cylinders, makes more power. And guys will tell you, the guys that are, of course, I shouldn't even be telling you this, but the guys that have the big rings are going to say, oh, well, they're not going to last on the street. We got news for you. They're putting it in all the new Corvettes. 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter. It's a standard high performance piston ring. Bugatti Veyron, Ferrari Enzo, new Corvette. They're 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter. So they'll last if they're made right. But anyways, I just want to give you the heads up on that, because you're not going to be able to get 1.5, 1.53s. So this set, it was $575. That's for the pistons, the rings, the clips, the pins. $575. It's a hell of a deal. So, like I said, when I do rings, you see that. See that? That's number 3. It's number 3 cylinder. This is the ring stack for number 3. When you set the rings on the motor, when you grind the rings to that cylinder, it's for that cylinder only. You don't take 3 and put it in 5. You don't take 5 and put it in 2. Not like the bearings. This one, so I tag them, put a little tag on there, so I know that this ring set is for number 3 bore, number 3 piston. All right. That's the deal on the rings. Never mix up the rings. Like I said, I think the top ring, is 21. The second ring is 23 thousandths, and the oil rings, and it comes with a spacer rail too. There's a spacer rail. What this does is there's a gap there. I don't think you can see it. The pin goes through. All right. It needs something to carry the rings, the oil rings on. So you have to use the ring rail. Right. It goes on the bottom. It's got a dimple. So you got to read the directions on this thing. Each one of these rings has something on it to tell you which direction it goes. You can flip it over. You don't want to flip it over. It's got a dimple on it. The dimple goes a certain way on your top ring, and On the second ring, it also has a, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says top. And don't get the top ring and the second ring mixed up. I know which one is which because I saved the packages. So don't get your top ring and your second ring mixed up. Anyways, we're going to put the pistons on the connecting rods and put them in the motor. To dummy it up and see how far the piston comes out of the block. Okay. We'll see in a bit. Okay. 1 and 5 connecting rods, bearings, pins, and pistons are in the block. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. That's what it looks like. There's one. There's one. Sorry, that's one. And the other one was 5. Yeah. If you notice, the arrows face towards the front of the block. I put the arrow on there. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8 valves are on this side. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The intake valves on this side on a Ford. And so, anyways, that's how it goes. So, this thing rolls over by hand. Of course, there ain't no rings in there. But what I got to do is figure out how much this piston sticks out of the block. And I be honest with you, I think we're golden. I think it looks like to me it's under 10. I have a feeling. Okay. Anyways, that's I'll get back to you when I figure out how much I got and if I have to machine it off. If I don't, then I'm just gonna start assembling all the pistons on all the rods. Put in the clips. And put this thing together. I'm still waiting on my 17-year-old, so I think starting maybe this weekend, hopefully. Okay, see you soon. Okay, well, this is John from Poor Man's Garage. Remember how I was saying if hopefully the pistons don't stick out of the bore more than 10. So they're sticking out of the bore 15. So that means that I got to go back to the machine shop, my machinist, and he's going to take 15 thousandths off the top of the 8 pistons. And that's going to, all this stuff takes time. So till I see you again, this is John from Poor Man's Garage. We'll see you later.